Whenever you're ready, mate.
Right, hiya guys, welcome back to another episode on the Limiter. Sorry I've got no Anthony Usher today. It's not that we've fell out, still very close, just he's busy at the minute, as am I to be honest, but I've picked up a Barbie car as a bit of a project. Never been a huge fan of these, but it's small, it's a hot hatch, it's turboed, so it has some appeal. I was having a look on Facebook Marketplace, dangerous place to be, and this popped up. Now it was up for $3.5 grand, the car. I went to go and have a look at it just for a bit of fun. I had a look and there was a mountain of issues. The dashboard, which it was covered every light possible on the dash. Engine light was on. There was a dent in the rear quarter. All the wheels were curbed. A couple of other bits and pieces. And anyway, I actually thought, well, I'm going to give a trade bid just to see if they want to take it. Fair dues. I offered £1,600 for the car, and to my surprise, I actually took it away. Part of the reason I gave offered £1,600, I didn't think they'd take it, and it was a get out of jail free card. But offered £1,600. They said, you know what, car needs to go. Can't be bothered to put it right, so we're gonna get and take it. So I drove the car home, and on the inside, when I first turned the car on, I had every airbag light on possible. I had the engine light on, everything. Now, after I got it home, I'd done a little bit of research on the Mechanic's Bible, YouTube, and I discovered that these are notorious for failing, and that is an airbag module. So I thought it was worth a shot. I had a look online, and lucky, again, on the doorstep, someone had one for sale for £50 I give for it. So I plugged it in, and that switched off all the airbag lights once the code machine went on it. So that got rid of all of them, but I still had an engine light. Now the engine light, it was coming up a code of I think it was a 0059. Where's the little stand? Now, the 0059 code is apparently something to do with a turbo leak, which would lead you down here. And apparently if you put on, I'm not sure which part it is, I can't remember if they said it was this or that, an uprated actuator, I can't remember, but there was something online about it, so that still keeps coming on, but apparently it's a common issue. You'll notice this is like a Coke can. It's an absolute joke, to say the least. That's going to be coming off, and I've got the proper factory one in the boot. That other thing I'm going to do with the car, all the wheels are curbed to bits, and I hate curbed alloy wheels. So I've managed to find a set of the, I believe it's 695 or 595 Traberto Ferrari wheels. So I've actually bought a set of them for the car to go on. I'm going to be changing the rear brake discs on the vehicle as well. It got pads put on, but not discs. They just look a bit of a mess. There was a horrible dent on this rear quarter. It's still not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. I might put that in a body shop yet to get that finished off properly. I've got some wheel spacers to go on it. I'll put a picture of them on. And once the car's all perfectly functioning and running right, odds are it'll get sold. Right guys, some of the eagle-eyed viewers might have spotted we're inside the car now. To be fair to the car, it drives absolutely mint, and it wasn't until I actually bought the car and owned it I've realised how much fun the thing is. Now, it's New Year's Eve. I've no doubt there's a bunch of pissheads out there somewhere on the road, so I'm just going to take my time. I'm not going to be flying. A little bit about it. I do now have the issue sorted with the airbags, like I mentioned. I do still have the mileometer flashing. It keeps flashing up how many miles is on the car, and that is because I've changed the airbag module. It now needs something called a proxy alignment, I think it is, with a Fiat multi-scan. Now, someone has contacted us on social media to say they can actually do that for us, so we'll be in touch with him shortly. I'll get that done, get that set up, and hopefully that should stop. That is highly irritating, that flashing. I can't show you now because I'd have to use my phone while driving, but it is highly irritating. So a little bit more on the car. Is it standard? Nope. It's got a front mount intercooler. It's got I believe a 3-inch exhaust system all the way through. I don't know if it's still got its cat. I'd have to have a look, but it's quite quiet in the car. Now these things, I've heard them tuned before, and sometimes they just sound like the exhaust plan. They're awful. This doesn't sound bad.
Give it a little rev, Dad.
Quite nice. What else is on there? It's got a stage 1 map, which is mapped into the sport button, and what a world of difference that makes. If you've got an Abarth 500 standard one, where I think it's called a T-Jet 135, if you get a stage 1 map put on that, the difference is night and day. It is unbelievable. It sends you giggling driving the thing when you're on boost. Totally changed. I'm not saying the car's fast, not by a long way, but it's fast enough to have a lot of fun, you know, and that's what these things are about, I would say. Gears are lovely, steering's lovely. I also think of all the cars I've owned, this is the absolute smallest of them all. You borderline feel a bit ridiculous at 6'2" driving it. Probably more suited to Usher. And it is New Year's Eve. I'm off to Tesco. It's going to be hell on earth in here. I just know it is. To get some beers in, we've got Tony. You know who Tony is. He's got the black 3-door. You've seen him many times on the show now. Well, certainly his car. Tony's coming round for a few drinks to celebrate the new year. So we need to pick up some fuel for him. Guys, that was like a zoo in there, by the way. So yeah, car's a little bit modified, running 170, 180 brake. Few things I want to do to it. Number plate light needs sorting at the back. Someone put LED ones in. They've gone out, so I'll probably put the standard ones back in. I need to change that god-awful air filter under the bonnet. I think that should fix me engine warning light. I need that proxy alignment doing. Shouldn't take much. I'm putting my new wheels on. I'm putting my wheel spacers on it. You might be thinking, why you're modifying a car that you're going to sell? Well, it was going to cost a couple of £100 to get the wheels refurbished anyway. I've bought them wheels, believe it or not, I've paid £300 for them, which to me, I think that is an absolute steal. I'm fairly certain I'll get £200 back for these. They had tyres as well, by the way. So if I get a couple of £100 back for these, it's worked out cheaper to upgrade the car, and the spacers got chucked in for an extra £25, so it's a no-brainer really. So the car's going to look nicer. I'm going to give it a good detail. There's some scratches and that around the car. It looks like some cardboard or something's flew across the bonnet and the pillar. It's just left some light scratches. I'll get them out, that's no bother. I was going to take the Scorpion off the bonnet. I think it looks awful. However, I did since discover that's a £75 option from Fiat. I was going to say Renault there. That's a £75 option from the factory from Fiat. Well, Abarth. Don't call them Fiats. You get one for that. Along with the white stickers along the side, that was £169, I think it said when I checked. So I'm going to leave it the way it's left the factory on that side of things, but I'm going to give it a full paint correction, give it a good steam clean inside, get the engine bay a bit tidier, just see how nice the car and how nice of a car I can make it, really. Thanks for watching, and I hope all of you have a cracking new year. Fingers crossed I do myself. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.